All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Week 2 midweek recap. There has been a lot of things that have happened this week since LPC. Several new bills that have dropped, and obviously a lot of things that have happened in committee. First off, I want to thank everyone who has responded to the quick questions that we've had in our nightly email. That data and that input always gives us the help that we need to respond to bills that are coming out, to collect the data that we need. But would also like to welcome Alexa, who is our new policy analyst, who's going to give us an update on some of the new housing and land use bills that have dropped this week.
Thank you, Justin. Good evening, everyone. So as Justin mentioned, we had our Commission on Housing Affordability and Land Use Task Force bills drop just this week. HB 360, Housing Attainability Amendments, is sponsored by Representative White. That is our first CHA bill. And SB 181, Housing Affordability Amendments, sponsored by Senator Fillmore, is our second CHA bill. HB 368, Local Land Use Amendments, sponsored by Representative White, is our Land Use Task Force consensus bill that came out of the interim. Our team is still working on changes for all three of these bills, so keep tuned and we will have more updates for you at LPC on Monday.
All right, another bill that I know a lot of you have been tracking is HB 40 School Safety Amendments. There was a substitute that came out right before the committee meeting just yesterday. This alleviated a lot of the concerns that we had. The current substitute 1 of HB 40 returns a lot of the duties to the counties that the previous iteration of the bill had put on the city. So a lot of things that we had asked the representative to do got into that bill. There still may be a few tweaks coming, but that's certainly in a better place than it was at. The other bill I want to bring up is HB 355. This is a Critical Infrastructure Materials Amendments, the gravel pit bill for this year. There's already been some changes from a version we saw earlier this week. This is a much more narrow bill than we saw last year, but there's still a lot of things that we'd like to see changed in this bill if it's going to move forward at all. So watch for updates on that. If you're part of the gravel group that's been working on that or would like to be a part of that, please reach out to me. But there's going to be a meeting on that a little before LPC next week. With that, Alexa, one final bill to talk about.
Yeah, one more important infrastructure bill that dropped just this week, SB 195, Transportation Amendments, sponsored by Senator Harper. We're still identifying what ramifications this bill will have on Utah cities, but it does require cities to propose a plan to connect roads that dead end due to a canal. So we will have more updates on that bill going forward, so stay tuned.
All right, so watch for the Friday Facts email tomorrow. We'll have the agenda for LPC. Of course, LPC every Monday in room 210 at the Senate or online via Zoom at 12 o'clock. So lots of updates there, and keep reaching out to us with those bills that you want us to work on or look at. Have a good night.